Hi wanderers! Today our quest takes us to the Boyana Waterfalls. It's about 20 to 25 meter waterfall, which, yes, it depends on the season how full of water it is, but right now we should see very beautiful, full of water and of life waterfall. The spring is still with us, but we're moving forward. Today is a great, almost a summer-like day, and we're choosing all the best options for our hikes. We had a side goal of actually going to the Boyana church, and I'm gonna show you this now before our hike. Unfortunately, I was only able to get inside the small park around it, as it's actually a museum, it's not an actual church. So you have to pay for a ticket and you have to wait for the other people to actually leave. Fortunately for us, today there were like 40-50 kids in groups, and I don't have the time to wait for them. So I was able to enjoy the small park and the old architecture of the church, and just immediately headed towards the waterfall. So enjoy the footage and let's get to the hiking. This sequoia has been planted in 1907 by King Ferdinand, so it's way above 100 years old. Vitusha is the oldest natural park in the Balkans. It has been protected since 1934. Not only in Bulgaria but in the Balkans, which is crazy. You saw the sign? We chose to go through the dangerous path, which I assume it's not that dangerous, but they need to probably distinguish it, as some people are really not prepared. So far it's easy, the first 1 minute. Let's see if it actually gets harder going further down the road. It says, when you summit a peak, why do you look down? I think it's a good thing to think about. Yep, make your own conclusions. As you saw, this is our path up there. Now I'm just gonna make a quick detour to show you a little bit of the beauty of the river downstream. we're gonna see another small waterfall that is extremely gorgeous, and there is even snow down there. So let's find a path to actually get to the waterfall. Now let's see what's from up there. It says Boyana Waterfall, upper edge, dangerous terrain. Yes, when you're in running shoes doing snow terrain, it's obviously dangerous. We saw the waterfall, it was really beautiful. Now I've decided to circle our route and go back through another path that leads to this waterfall, but this way we'll also be able to see Boyana Lake, which is a very small lake, relatively cool. I would like to see it again. It would be really interesting if it's frozen too. That's my main reason to go through this path, as well as it's a little bit light on the downhill, which for my knee would be way better. Now you might wonder, how are there so gorgeous waterfalls here? Well, Vitosha mountain that we are currently in has a lot of these really cool rock formations, for example like golden bridges, Zlatite in Bulgarian. So how did these formations came to exist? Vitosha mountain was actually a volcano 80-90 million years ago, and it's been extinct since 30 to 40 million years. It's been known that it's not actually one volcano with a hole on top that spits lava, but it's actually multiple hundreds small holes that actually spit lava all the way across the mountain. And that's with the years how all these cool rock formations actually came to exist. That's why I will come back here numerous times and I will show you a lot of this mountain. It's definitely worth to see, and I think you will enjoy it. Me too. Okay, it reaches nowhere, so I'm not gonna go inside. This is the lake. It's not frozen, obviously. Just wanted to make sure. It's way lower than the Boyana Waterfalls. Boyana Waterfall is about 1300 meters elevation. This is about 600, maybe 800 tops. So it's pretty cool, but it's not frozen. here I'm gonna save my game, make sure I don't lose any progress. With this out of the way, I wish you good luck, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.